Radio in there, guys. Hello, welcome back to the last video of the year. Now, I don't really know how I feel. Today's Sunday the 20th. Yesterday, Boris announced this tier 4 jargon, and now basically Christmas has been cancelled. I was in a really good mood. I was really looking forward to making this video, but now, I don't know, my mood's been dampened by all this. It really has been dampened. But yeah, I guess we've just got to go on as what's meant to be. Yeah, anyway, like I said, it's the last video of the year, so let's crack on with it. Now, what better way to finish the year other than bringing out the little toy? You know, the little Yaris. Got to bring that out. So yeah, she's grim. I was going to clean her, but I haven't had time to really. But yeah, she's grim. Absolutely filthy. Even though I haven't really driven it much. I've literally driven it for like the 2 or 3 videos I've made on this car before I last cleaned it, and that's it. I haven't really driven it any other time. But yeah, what better way to end 2020 than with a little hoon in the Yaris. And let's chat some shit. Let's go over how the year has been, and yeah, just see where the mood takes us really. So let's hop in, let's go for a drive. Rightio then, boys. She starts better this time. Started this car up this morning to obviously bring it out to film this video, and yeah, she didn't really like it. She really didn't like being started, which is really odd for this car. So yeah, we're in the Yaris. Let's go for a nice little drive, and we'll recap on the year, talk about how the channel's been, talk about how I've been, stuff like that. So yeah, let's go. Now, this really would not be the last video of the year without a quick limiter bash, so let's see if we can get one going around this corner. That was rubbish, but yeah. It's wet outside, so I thought the wheels would have slipped a little more, but no, they didn't really. So yeah, 2020. Possibly the worst year in human history. Well, at least for my generation anyway. One of the worst years going, because of all this COVID, global pandemic, blah blah blah. Do you know what? I've really lost interest in it, all to be fair. But yeah, all because of this global pandemic, the COVID stuff. It's been a heck of a year. But for the channel, it's probably been one of the best years. We have grown quite significantly this year. I think we started this channel at the start of the year on like what, 100 and something subs I think we started on, and here we are ending the year at over 500 subscribers. I know it's not the biggest growth, I know it's not the best growth, but it's progress nevertheless. Honestly, it's been such a good year in regards to the growth of the channel, because it's been the most the channel has grown. It's also been the most I've grown as a person as well. This year, like it has for near enough everyone else, has been a challenging year. A really challenging year. But obviously I've had quite a few things go on this year that have sort of like set me back, and it's changed me as a person. I've definitely walked out of 2020 being a better person and appreciating what I've got a lot more. So yeah, let's go over some of the changes that have happened this year, both with the channel and with me. So yeah, like I said, we started the channel on 100 and something subs, I think it was, at the start of the year. We're now obviously on over 500 subscribers, which is amazing. So that's probably been the biggest and best change. I already spoke about that. What's next? Lockdown's happened, so this year it hasn't been the same. There's been quite a few things I've wanted to get done this year, both growing myself as a person and to try and grow this channel. You know, I've had car reviews lined up that I've wanted to get done. I've had other videos like going to car shows and stuff that I wanted to get done. I was hoping to absolutely smash car shows this year. I was hoping to get myself to a few, have a good time, film it, and really like grow the channel in that sort of aspect. Same with car meets as well, but obviously due to this whole COVID stuff, that hasn't been able to happen, really. Hasn't been able to happen at all. So it's set me back in regards to content. You know, I haven't done the car reviews I wanted. You know, like I just said, I haven't been to the car meets, car shows that I've wanted to go to. I really did want to push the boat out this year and make some quality content, but COVID has put a stop to a lot of it. Obviously, car meets, definitely car shows, haven't happened much this year at all. Because, you know, all of this stay at home, shielding, protect yourself, blah blah blah. It really hasn't happened. But having said that, it's not been the best content this year, but I've managed to pump out some alright content. And surprisingly, the content I have managed to pump out has made this channel grow. So I'm really happy about that. The fact that even though it's been a tough and challenging year, there's still been progress done to my channel. Now let's flick through the year a little further. The official lockdown started happening. No one could go out anywhere. That means that content couldn't be created because I wasn't allowed out for unnecessary reasons. So that set me back on content. I didn't have anything for the car that I could put on the car, so it wasn't like I could do videos on modifying the Yaris because I didn't have any parts and couldn't really find any parts to do. Now the biggest kick in the teeth when it comes to this car this year is actually to do with Yaris Club UK. Now I'm calling them out on this because I'm still really peed off with it. Essentially, the guy that I got the wheels off of for the Yaris, Samad, decent geezer. He put a post in Yaris Club throughout lockdown when he was on his way to the shops. He took a scenic drive, put a couple of pictures up on his way to some shops. So he was out for a necessary reason. And I'm not going to go into detail, it ain't my business to share, but all hell broke loose over that. And a bunch of people, including myself, got banned from Yaris Club UK because we all went against a certain person within that club that caused a big stir over it. So I got kicked out of Yaris Club UK. I then thought, well, screw it. If the runners of the page are gonna mess around, I will run a more genuine page. So I set my own up. That made me permanently banned. And that is a lot of the reason why this year I haven't bought car parts for the Yaris, because the biggest place I can get car parts from for this car, I'm no longer in. It sucks, but hey ho, I've still done alright. So the car hasn't made as much progress as I wanted it to this year because of that reason. Then obviously I had what went on back in April, where I become single, and that was brilliant because that meant a fresh start for a lot of things. That meant that I could focus on what I wanted to do and just be me. So that was as much of a change as it was, I think it was a change for the better. I'm a lot more of a better person, and to be quite frank with you, I'm quite happy about that, because like I said, I've changed a lot as a person this year, for the better, and I'm proud of myself. So yeah, that happened. Whoopsie-doo, don't really care. Oh well. Then like, what, 2 weeks later, I bought the Audi to the scene. Yes, 2 weeks later after that was another massive and proud change of my life that I'd made. And that was getting, not exactly one of my dream cars, but getting a car I've always wanted, which is an Audi. Got the Audi. I was well chuffed with myself about that. So obviously the Audi's been on the scene now for what, 7-8 months, and yeah, that was another big change. That was a change I wanted. It was nice that I could get a second car on the road. I could get a second car on the road. I could stop putting miles on this because it was gaining some serious mileage, and I want to try and keep this as low a mileage as possible now, just purely because these are starting to get rare, quite rare, and they're starting to go up in value now. So that's why I want to try and keep this low mileage and clean. So I was glad that the Audi came on the scene. It was another change I've needed, another change I've wanted. This car as well, due to the modifications that have been done, isn't the most comfortable to drive anymore. I've had loads of back issue when dailying this, when I had to daily it. So it was nice to get an Audi, get a nice refined, comfortable daily driver that I could just jump in, go and do my business with zero hassle, and yeah, have this as a bit of fun whenever I wanted to. This is now more or less a content car. Unless I'm making a video, it don't really get driven. There might be, you know, a night where I want to go out and go for a little thrash around or something like that, but other than that, it don't really get driven. So I'm starting to keep the mileage a little lower now, and it becomes more of an exciting car to drive instead of just dailying it, like I was going on about in one of my previous Yaris videos that I did quite recently. So yeah, another big change to me and the channel, another content car, the Audi. Even though the Audi hasn't really been the main part of this channel still, I don't want it to be. It was still another bit of content. We did a couple of good videos on it, so I've got a bit of content out of it, which has been alright. So yeah, May, Audi, that came at the start of May. At the end of May, got the new girlfriend, and that was probably the best, biggest and most positive change to myself this year. I have grown up an awful lot, my mindset's changed an awful lot, and I've become a lot more of a better person. And also, I found myself, I found my feet, I found my passion for doing YouTube, I found, you know, I've got myself up on my feet, saving for a house now, being more sensible with my money, just taking care of adult things that I need to take care of. And honestly, it's been the best thing I've done. Definitely been a challenge this year, but it's been the best thing I've done, and I'm in a lot more of a better place. I'm able to, what am I trying to say? I'm able to get myself properly up on my feet as an adult, and that honestly means the world to me. So yeah, best and biggest positive change to me personally was the end of May, getting the new girlfriend. Couldn't ask for anything better at the moment, really couldn't. So yeah, that happened. Still carrying on the YouTube content. It slowed down a little bit, but that's mainly because I ran out of content to do for a little while. So it slowed down a little bit, but I was still pumping a bit out. But then obviously now I'm pumping a lot more out because I've got more content to film again. I've, you know, got ideas, and the channel's growing in such a way where I can produce more videos. So yeah. What else has happened throughout this year that I can chat about? Other than that, I don't think much else has happened. It's just been nice, smooth growth of the channel. New content has been hitting. I've been, you know, looking into more things for the channel. I've got more exciting things on the way. Yeah, it's just, like I keep saying, this year has been a challenging year, but it's been a positive year. And where I started at the start of the year, I was not in a good place at all. Just, I wasn't myself. And finishing the year as a lot better of a person, a lot happier, and a lot more goal orientated. That is the most important thing. Goal orientated. I know where I want to be, I know what I need to do, and I'm going to work towards it. And you guys, we're going to come on the journey. And that is a good thing. I've been saying to myself for ages that I need to grow up, sort adult stuff out, you know, finances, all that sort of stuff. And now I've taken the plunge, I've done it, and I feel good. I feel really good. So yeah, definitely coming out of 2020 as a better person, despite the challenges and despite the stress of it this year. I'm coming out a better person, and what more could I ask for? Now, the next thing that I want to talk about is this whole Tier 4 stuff. Boris last night made the announcement that he has generated this Tier 4 system, which applies to the Southeast, and Southeast is where I live. So we're under Tier 4, and that is essentially you're not allowed to go out. So today, by the sounds of things and by the looks of things from what I've seen, it's just a runabout day for everyone. I think everyone's just running around, dropping off presents, getting that all sorted, not spending time with their family, just so when Christmas comes, you know, it's not going to be a Christmas this year, really, to be fair. But the roads are bloody busy around here today, so I'm assuming everyone is out running around doing what they need to do, seeing as it's the first day, and then taking everything seriously after that. But yeah, Tier 4's happened, which means the oh so perfect Christmas I had in my mind ain't gonna happen. I won't be spending it with a girlfriend. I'll be spending it at home, seeing no one else, the same as everyone else in the Southeast. And to be quite frank, that's not really fun. So yeah, that's happened. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make any more content for a while. I don't know how that's going to go. I just need to listen to what Boris says, but I thought, you know, I'll jump on here today, get this last video pumped out, which is what I really needed to do, really wanted to do, so we can end the channel at least, so we can end the channel on a high. But it's COVID stuff and everything else is not going to be ended on a high at all, because there's no Christmas for us. Christmas has literally been cancelled. Yeah, Christmas has been cancelled. How stupid does that sound? But hey, it is what it is at the end of the day. At the end of the day, us as a family, we're just postponing Christmas to a later date, and then when we can be with, you know, other family members, that's when we'll have our Christmas time. It won't be the same because it won't be on Christmas Day, but you just got to make the most out of a shit scenario, really. Really have got to make the most out of a shit scenario. And that's one of the things that needs to be done. So yeah, this is the Hooney Road, and Chappell. Yeah, so this is the last video of 2020. Not really how I wanted to end it, but you know, 2020 is done. This isn't really the video I had to plan. I wanted to do some better and more exciting things, but due to restrictions, I do need to be careful of where I go, what I'm doing, which is quite unfortunate. So this is the next best thing. So yeah, if you guys did enjoy this video, I know it's a ramble video, but I love recapping back on the year. I love talking about some of the positives, some of the negatives, some of the highs, some of the lows. I just love doing that sort of stuff. So yeah, if you guys did enjoy this video, be sure to slap a like on it. Comment down below whatever you want to comment. I mean, it's Christmas, so you know, Merry Christmas to you all. Well, not so Merry Christmas this year anyway, because lockdown. Where I wanted to go is full of people. Why is it full of people around here? Why? This place is usually dead. Rightio then. Okay, I'll be ending this in a different place. Right, I'm going to carry on talking though, and then I'll just have to do the outro in a different place. But hey ho. So yeah, Merry Christmas to you all. Comment down below whatever you want to comment. More importantly, subscribe if you are new. 2021 hopefully will be a more exciting year, depending upon what's going on with all this lockdown stuff. 2021 should be a better year. Fingers crossed. In regards to the Yaris, we'll try and build more of it. Again, like I said, I'm being more sensible with finances at the moment. Oh god, hiccup. Being more sensible with finances at the moment because obviously I'm growing up and moving out, stuff like that. Really need to focus on that sort of stuff. But we'll still try our best. Oh, I just went for a muddy puddle. So yeah, we'll still try our best with it. And see where 2021 brings us. And on that note, I'm going to go and find somewhere to now film this disgusting car. I'm going to get some cinematics. I'm going to find somewhere to do that. And hope you enjoy them. I'll see you guys in 2021. Have a very Merry Christmas. Have a Happy New Year. All that good stuff. And I guess I'm out of it. So, see you guys next year.
The weather outside is frightful, but the fire is so delightful. And since we've no place to go, let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Man, it doesn't show signs of stopping, and I brought me some corn for Papa. The lights are turned way down low. Let it snow, let it snow.
Undercover is there for your speakers.
Merry Christmas, you filthy animal.
I don't want a lot for Christmas.